doesn't just survive but dominates? Well, grab a snack, maybe a coffee, because we're about to unpack the secrets to staying on top in a crowded market. And trust me, it's going to be a fun ride with stories of some epic entrepreneurs who've been there, done that, and won big. Let's do this! Before we jump in, hit that like button if you're ready to level up your business game, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button with the bell so you never miss a video. All right, let's get into the good stuff. We're going to cover 10 proven ways to keep your business successful, even when the competition is breathing down your neck. Plus, we'll sprinkle in some crazy inspiring stories of entrepreneurs who turn challenges into massive wins. Ready? Here we go. First up, if you want to stay ahead, you've got to know your customers better than you know your favorite Netflix series. Seriously, understanding what makes your customers tick is like having a superpower. What do they love? What bugs them? What keeps them up at night? When you get inside their heads, you can tailor your products or services to fit exactly what they need. And in a competitive market, that personal touch makes you stand out like a neon sign in a dark alley. So how do you do this? Start by listening. Check out customer reviews, hop on social media, or even send out quick surveys. Ask questions like, what's one thing we could do better? Or what's your dream product? You can also use tools like Google Analytics or social media insights to see what your customers are clicking on. It's like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes, you're solving what makes your customers happy. Let's talk about a guy who nailed this. Howard Schultz, the brain behind Starbucks turning into a global coffee empire. Back in the 1980s, Starbucks was just a small chain selling coffee beans in Seattle. Howard, who was working there, went on a trip to Italy and fell in love with the cozy community vibe of Italian espresso bars. He thought, why can't we make coffee shops a place where people hang out, not just grab and go? His bosses weren't sold, so Howard left, started his own coffee shop, and later bought Starbucks. He knew customers didn't just want coffee, they wanted an experience. Comfy chairs, free Wi-Fi, your name on a cup. That's all Howard listening to what customers crave. Today, Starbucks has over 30,000 stores worldwide because he made it about the customer, not just the coffee. Moral of the story? Get to know your customers' hearts, and they'll keep coming back. Takeaway: spend time figuring out what your customers want. It's not just about selling stuff, it's about building a relationship. And in a competitive market, relationships are gold. All right, number 2, keep innovating. If you're doing the same old thing while your competitors are trying new stuff, you're gonna get left in the dust. Think of it like a race. Standing still isn't an option. Innovation doesn't mean you need to invent the next iPhone. It could be as simple as tweaking your product, improving your service, or finding a new way to reach customers. Try hosting a brainstorming session with your team, or even by yourself with a big cup of coffee. Ask, what's one thing we could do differently? Maybe it's offering a subscription service, adding a cool feature to your product, or using AI to make your customer service faster. The key is to stay curious and keep experimenting. Let's talk about Sara Blakely, the queen of innovation. Back in the late 90s, Sara was a door-to-door salesperson selling fax machines. Not exactly glamorous, right? But she had a problem. She wanted to wear white pants without, visible panty lines. So she cut the feet off her pantyhose, wore them under her pants, and boom, the idea for Spanx was born. She didn't stop there. Sara kept tweaking her designs, making shapewear comfy and stylish. She even pitched her idea to manufacturers by wearing the prototype herself. With just $5,000 of her own money, she built Spanx into a billion-dollar company. Why? Because she saw a gap in the market and kept innovating to make her product better. That's the kind of hustle that wins in a competitive world. So, don't be afraid to try new things. Test a new product, play with a new marketing idea, or even redesign your website. Keep moving forward and you'll stay ahead of the pack. Number 3, build a killer brand. In a competitive market, your brand is like your business's personality. It's what makes people remember you and choose you over the other guy. A strong brand isn't just a cool logo. It's the vibe, the story, and the promise you make to your customers. To build a memorable brand, focus on what makes you unique. Maybe it's your quirky customer service, your eco-friendly products, or a fun mascot. Tell your story everywhere, on your website, social media, even your packaging. And keep it consistent. If your brand feels like a roller coaster of mixed messages, customers will get confused and bounce. Take Ben & Jerry's, the ice cream kings. Back in 1978, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield started their ice cream shop in a renovated gas station in Vermont. They weren't just selling ice cream, they were selling a vibe. Their brand was all about fun, quirky flavors like Cherry Garcia and a mission to make the world better. They supported local farmers, pushed for social justice, and even named a flavor after a Grateful Dead song. Their brand screamed, "We're not your average ice cream company." That authenticity and bold personality helped them grow from a tiny shop to a global brand now owned by Unilever. In a market full of ice cream, Ben & Jerry's stood out by being unapologetically themselves. Your brand is your story. Make it bold, make it real, and make it something people want to be part of. That's how you win hearts in a competitive market. All right, number 4, get social media savvy. If you're not on social media, you're basically invisible to half your customers. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are where people hang out, so you've got to meet them there. But it's not just about posting random stuff. You need a strategy to cut through the noise. Focus on creating content that's fun, helpful, or inspiring. Show behind the scenes of your business. Share quick tips, or make a funny video that shows off your brand's personality. And don't sleep on trends. If there's a viral dance or meme, jump on it, but make it relevant to your business. Also, engage with your audience. Reply to comments, answer DMs, and maybe even go live to chat with them in real time. Let's talk about Gymshark, the fitness apparel brand that went from a garage to a $1.4 billion empire. Ben Francis started Gymshark in 2012 when he was just 19, sewing leggings in his mom's garage. But what made Gymshark explode? Social media. Ben didn't have a big budget, so he sent free products to fitness influencers on YouTube and Instagram. Those influencers showed off Gymshark's gear in their workout videos, and fans went crazy for it. Ben also built a community called the Gymshark Family, where customers shared their fitness journeys online. By leveraging social media and influencers, Gymshark turned into a brand that young athletes couldn't resist. Today, they've got millions of followers and a loyal fan base, all because they mastered social media in a competitive market. Social media is your megaphone. Use it to tell your story, connect with customers, and show why you're the best choice. Just keep it real and have fun. Number 5, make your customer service unforgettable. In a competitive market, great customer service is like a warm hug. It makes people feel special and keeps them coming back. Go above and beyond to solve problems, answer questions, and make your customers smile. Little things make a big difference. Maybe it's a handwritten thank you note, a free sample with their order, or a quick response to their email. Train your team to be friendly and helpful, and use tools like chatbots or live chat to make it easy for customers to reach you. If you make your customers feel like rock stars, they'll pick you over the competition every time. Zappos is the poster child for epic customer service. Founded by Tony Xie in 1999, Zappos started as an online shoe store in a market where people were skeptical about buying shoes online. Tony's secret sauce? Making customer service the heart of the business. Zappos offered free shipping, free returns, and a 365-day return policy. Crazy for the time. Their call center reps were trained to spend as long as needed to make customers happy, even if it meant chatting about life for an hour. One famous story? A customer called to return shoes because her mom passed away, and Zappos not only took the return but sent her flowers to comfort her. That kind of care turned Zappos into a billion-dollar company acquired by Amazon. In a competitive market, their customer service was the game changer. Make your customers feel like family, and they'll stick with you through thick and thin. That's how you win in a crowded market. Number 6, keep your costs under control. In a competitive market, you don't need to outspend your rivals. You need to outsmart them. Being lean means getting the most bang for your buck without wasting cash. Look for ways to save without sacrificing quality. Maybe it's using free tools like Canva for graphics or negotiating better deals with suppliers. Track every dollar you spend and ask, is this helping me grow? If not, cut it. Also, consider outsourcing tasks like accounting or social media to freelancers instead of hiring full-time staff. It's all about being scrappy and smart. MailChimp is a perfect example of staying lean. Back in 2001, Ben Chestnut and Dan Kurzius started MailChimp as a side hustle while running a web design agency. They didn't have big bucks, so they built an email marketing tool that was simple and affordable for small businesses. Instead of blowing money on fancy offices or huge ad campaigns, they focused on making a product that was easy to use and priced right. They also reinvested profits to improve the platform, adding features like automation without jacking up prices. That lean approach helped MailChimp grow into a company valued at $12 billion by 2021. They didn't outspend their competitors, they outworked and outsmarted them. Stay lean, think smart, and stretch every dollar. That's how you keep your business strong when the competition gets tough. Number 7. Team up with others. You don't have to fight the competition alone. Sometimes partnering with other businesses can give you a leg up. Strategic partnerships can open doors to new customers, resources, or even cool collabs that make your brand shine. Look for businesses that complement yours. If you run a gym, partner with a local nutritionist to offer meal plans. If you sell handmade jewelry, team up with a boutique to display your stuff. You can also collaborate with influencers or other brands for cross-promotions. It's like joining forces to create a superhero team. GoPro and Red Bull are the ultimate power couple. GoPro, founded by Nick Woodman in 2002, makes those awesome action cameras for capturing epic moments. Red Bull, the energy drink giant, is all about extreme sports and adventure. In 2016, they teamed up to create jaw-dropping content. Think athletes skydiving or surfing with GoPro cameras while chugging Red Bull. They co-produced events, shared marketing, and even created a co-branded logo. This partnership helped GoPro reach Red Bull's adrenaline junkie audience, and Red Bull got killer footage for their campaigns. Both brands grew stronger by working together, proving that partnerships can be a game changer in a competitive market. Find partners who share your vibe and can help you reach new heights. Together, you're unstoppable. Number 8. Let data be your guide. In a competitive market, guessing what works is like throwing darts blindfolded. Data tells you what's actually happening. Use it to make smarter decisions. Track things like which products sell best, what time your customers shop, or which ads get the most clicks. Tools like Google Analytics, Shopify, or even social media insights can give you the scoop. Then, use that info to tweak your strategy. Maybe you notice your Instagram posts get more likes on weekends. Post more then. Or maybe one product is flying off the shelves. Double down on promoting it. Netflix is the king of using data to win. Back in the early 2000s, Netflix was a DVD rental service competing with Blockbuster. But founders Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph had a secret weapon: data. They tracked what movies customers rented, how long they kept them, and what genres they loved. When they launched streaming in 2007, they used that data to recommend shows and movies, keeping customers hooked. They even used data to create hits like House of Cards by analyzing what viewers wanted, political dramas with big-name actors. Today, Netflix has over 270 million subscribers because they let data guide their moves. In a market full of streaming services, data keeps them ahead. Data is like a treasure map. Use it to find what works and avoid what doesn't. It's your key to staying competitive. Number 9. Stick to your why. Every business has a mission. Why you started, what you stand for. In a competitive market, staying true to that mission keeps you grounded and gives customers a reason to choose you. Your mission could be making eco-friendly products, helping your community, or just spreading joy. Whatever it is, weave it into everything you do. Share it on your website, talk about it in your videos, and live it through your actions. Customers love businesses with a purpose. They'll stick with you even when cheaper options pop up. Patagonia is the gold standard for staying true to a mission. Founded by Yvon Chouinard in 1973, Patagonia started as a small company making climbing gear. But Yvon was passionate about the environment, so he made sustainability the heart of the business. Patagonia uses recycled materials, donates 1% of sales to environmental causes, and even encourages customers to repair their gear instead of buying new stuff. In a competitive outdoor gear market, their mission to save our home planet makes them stand out. Customers don't just buy Patagonia jackets, they buy into a cause. That's why Patagonia is worth over $1 billion today. Your mission is your North Star. Stay true to it, and customers will follow you, no matter how tough the competition gets. Last but not least, number 10. Keep learning. The business world changes faster than a TikTok trend. If you stop learning, you're toast. Stay curious, read books, watch videos like this one, and learn from others in your industry. Take online courses on platforms like Coursera or Udemy, listen to podcasts like How I Built This, or join industry groups to network with other business owners. Learn about new tools, trends, or marketing tricks. And don't be afraid to learn from your mistakes. They're like free business school lessons. Elon Musk is the poster child for never stopping learning. When he started SpaceX in 2002, Elon didn't know much about rockets. So he read books, talked to experts, and taught himself rocket science. Seriously, he also learned about electric cars to build Tesla, solar energy for Solar City, and even AI for Neuralink. Elon's always soaking up knowledge, which is why he's built multiple billion-dollar companies in super competitive markets. His secret? He treats every challenge as a chance to learn something new. Keep learning, keep growing, and you'll always be ready for whatever the market throws at you. Woo! What a journey! We just covered 10 ways to keep your business thriving in a competitive market. Know your customers, innovate, build a killer brand, master social media, wow with customer service, stay lean, team up with partners, use data, stick to your mission, and never stop learning. And we heard some epic stories from entrepreneurs like Howard Schultz, Sarah Blakely, and Elon Musk, who turned challenges into massive wins. The big takeaway? Success in a competitive market isn't about being the biggest. It's about being the smartest, the most authentic, and the most customer-obsessed. So what's your next step? Pick one of these tips and try it out this week. Maybe send a survey to your customers or brainstorm a new product idea. And hey, let me know how it goes. Drop a comment below and tell me which tip you're going to try or share your own story of beating the competition. I read every comment, so let's chat. If you loved this video, give it a big like, share it with a friend who's hustling in business, and subscribe for more tips to grow your empire. Hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for hanging out with me for this epic deep dive. Let's keep winning together. Until next time, keep hustling, keep dreaming, and keep dominating that market. Peace out.